Good afternoon, I'm Bridgid Nzekwu. Police say 8 people have been killed in an accident on the M1 involving 2 lorries and a minibus. The crash happened in the early hours of this morning near Newport Pagnell. The minibus is thought to have been travelling from the Nottingham area. 4 people, including a child, have been seriously injured. 2 men have been arrested on suspicion of causing death by dangerous driving. We'll have more on that story in our evening bulletin. In America, Hurricane Harvey is continuing to hit the state of Texas, leaving hundreds of thousands of homes without power. The state is being battered by winds of up to 130 miles an hour, the strongest storm the country has seen for over a decade. They're also expecting record flooding, with a metre of rain predicted to fall over the next few hours. Helena Carter has the latest.
Overnight, it gathered pace and power. Hurricane Harvey making landfall in Texas with winds of up to 130 miles an hour and torrential rain. The storm, the most powerful to hit the US mainland in more than a decade. And the warnings couldn't have been clearer.
My top goal is to be able to make it through this storm in a way in which we lose no lives. And so my hope is that our fellow Texans will follow that advice and put your life first and your property second.
While some edged perilously close to the surging storm, for many others it was a case of boarding up and getting out.
We just couldn't risk it. We couldn't risk it flooding and having to swim out of there with as many kids.
They're material things. We can always get that back, but I'm not willing to risk my child's life.
A sudden surge in activity in stores as residents grappled for provisions, followed by an eerie emptiness. Petrol stations run dry as residents fled, with critically ill babies flown to safety. President Trump tweeted this video to show he and his team are prepared and has made a disaster declaration for the state, meaning federal aid will be freed up for the worst affected areas. The spiralling severity of Hurricane Harvey is clear. There are warnings of record flooding in multiple regions. In some areas, as much as 3 feet of rain is forecast. A storm whose potential devastation is fuelled by its determination, threatening to slam the Texas coast until the middle of next week. Helena Carter, ITV News.
Counter-terrorism police are questioning a man from Luton who allegedly injured 2 police officers with a large knife outside Buckingham Palace last night. The man has been arrested under the Terrorism Act on suspicion of grievous bodily harm and assault on police. Officers stopped the 26-year-old as he apparently reached for a 4-foot-long sword. No members of the royal family were at Buckingham Palace at the time.
It was quickly declared a terrorist incident last night. That's due to the location. It was outside Buckingham Palace. The individual deliberately drove at police officers. He was in possession of a 4-foot sword. Officers were injured as a result of the incident.
In sport, England take on New Zealand tonight in Belfast in the Women's Rugby World Cup final. The Red Roses are the defending champions and favourites to retain the trophy. The whole match is live on ITV this evening, with coverage starting at 7:15. And the countdown to the biggest fight of all time is nearly over. After all the hype, Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor appeared in Las Vegas overnight for the weigh-in, before they meet in the ring tonight for the biggest grossing boxing match ever staged. If you're planning to watch it, though, you'll have to stay up late. It's not on until 4 a.m. That's it from the team for now. Lucrezia Millarini will be back at 6 o'clock with your evening bulletin. Until then, enjoy your afternoon. Bye-bye.